guys, it's Seb's Big Bites. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite spring baits. Now, I love using 1.5 inch square bill crankbaits in a shad pattern. They always catch fish. You could cast it just about anywhere. Docks, rocks, structure. Just be careful you don't get hung up. We had a ton of success on those. Unfortunately, I don't have any with me, but I'm just going to show you some other patterns that'll work really well. These are a lot of them. Most of them are just jerk baits. Two of them are, but you got your shad pattern right there. This is just a Rapala. You got a little bit of blood. This guy works really well. He'll work really well. One of my favorites, Firetiger. These guys, I was having a ton of luck on them with northern fishing. And I switched up close to the end of my trip at my cabin just to fishing northern because the bass weren't biting like I wanted them to. I mean, we were catching bass, but just not enough, but we had more luck with the northerns because the northerns are running right now. So I switched that up. Just fished this guy on rocks and anywhere that I could find that was shallow and had a point coming off, and I could see that on the Helix 10. Worked really, really well. So that's one bait that I highly recommend if you're not getting bites. Anything will eat this. Smallmouth, largemouth, crappie maybe, northern, muskie, anything. That's just basically what you're fishing early spring on the river. Just you're trying to catch something because you come out of the winter and you're like, man, I just need to catch fish. So that's what that bait will catch you anything. Highly recommend it. And then you've got the old Lipless Crank here. He'll work super, super well. Yeah, I had a ton of bites on one of these guys. Worked really well. You got a little bit of that shine when it's coming through the water. Perfect bait to use in the early spring when they're spawning, kind of pre-spawn, because they're still in pre-spawn. The grass beds aren't totally in yet. It still needs to warm up. Last time I was out, the water was like 35, 40 degrees. Still needs to come up just a little bit more for those fish to start spawning. But yeah, so that's soon. That's really soon. And once that hits, guys, I'm going to have so many videos of us catching just some pigs. It's going to be awesome. Oh, I have a funny story to tell you. So, I shot a deer last season. Yes, last year. And I got a nice buck, and I took it to the taxidermist to get a European. It was an 8-pointer. And I took it to the taxidermist, and I waited about, whatever it is now, a couple months. And, so I went, and we drove an hour and a half, because I really like this guy. He has some beautiful stuff, and he just does a really nice job. He does all my fish, so I thought I'd try him for deer. And, don't get me wrong, he's a super nice guy, and his deer look awesome, but we all mess up. So, we get there, and, we start looking, and he shows me a buck that was smaller than mine, and he's like, is this one yours? And I'm like, no, it's not mine. So we continue to look around his shop or whatever, and we can't find the deer, because my deer had like a curved tine, and with like a knot in it, and we couldn't find it anywhere. So then we kind of come to the conclusion of, like, someone else took it, or he lost it. So, I probably won't see that deer again, which is kind of sad, because it was a pretty good buck. It's actually the first buck I got by myself, so that was kind of sentimental. But, anyway, so I'm going to get a free mount, and I'm thinking about doing a fish once I get a big enough one again. I'm thinking like a smallmouth, something like bigger than 3.5 pounds, because that's my PB for a smallie. So, yeah, that'd be cool, and I want to do like a habitat mount, like, yeah, you guys know. So, back to baits. I thought that I'd share that with you guys. It's kind of funny, and not really funny, but kind of is and stuff. Next bait, we've got the old Spinnerbait, a Guggen Squad zinger right there, folks. Both of these are 3/8 ounce, and Willow, Colorado, super standard spinnerbait. Love these guys. If your bite's tough and you need to have something that'll put out some thump and to resemble shad, a spinnerbait is a great bait. If it's just tough and you're not catching anything on any crankbaits or anything, I tie in one of these guys. And what reel do I fish these on? I fish this on an Akuma Siros. It's not my favorite reel, but it's the only, it's a 7.3 to 1. Now, a lot of people like to slow roll their spinner baits, which is good, but I like to fish mine just a little bit faster. Like, I kind of like to keep it at a pace, like this, because it gets it spinning fast enough, but I don't like to finish. I don't know. I just like fishing it on a 7-3 to 1. It's my favorite. I do have a 6-3 to 1. 6-3 to 1. This is a 6-3 to 1, and then I have a 8 to 1 to 1. This guy, what do I use this guy for? What do I use this guy for? I'm having a brain fart. These guys all need line. That's right, they're here. What did I fish this? Oh, swim baits. I use this guy for some paddle tail swim baits. This is really my all-around reel. I just use it for just about anything. Swim jigs. I use this for swim jigs. Yeah, usually paddle tail swim baits and swim jigs is what this reel is for. And then this is an all-around reel, really. I really like fishing soft plastics with this guy. This is really my Senko reel because really the only soft plastic I fish is Senkos because they work so darn well in the river. And I've caught some pigs. And now, I have a Shimano SLX DC. That one's like my top water and jig rod. So, yeah. So I would fish this guy with this guy. The Akuma Sierras, which is a 7-3 to 1 with the Guggen Squad Zinger. And a lot of people think about the Guggen Squad. If you haven't seen this video on these guys, go scroll down a ways. It was this winter. Go check my review on these guys. These guys are great. And they have the super sweet knot, or like slip here. Works great. So now, if this guy isn't working and you just need to switch it up and you're tired of throwing the same thing like me, I get tired a lot of throwing the same thing if it's not working. I usually throw a bait for about an hour. If it doesn't work, I switch it up. And I would go to this guy. You got a little bit of white, you got a little bit of chartreuse. Works amazing. You would be surprised that if you make that little change, you will catch more fish. You will. You gotta trust me on that one. So thank you guys for watching this video. Sorry, I had to be a little funny. Quarantine's getting to me. Yeah. So, if you guys... Oh, what did I forget? That's right. There's going to be another giveaway. But you must be subscribed to the channel. You gotta go follow my Instagram at SevsBigBites, because that's kind of where I do a lot of announcements and stuff like that. I'm actually doing a boat restoration right now over there, too. So if you guys want a video on that, go DM me on Instagram or make a comment on one of my posts. I have the plywood in. Well, I have all the supports in. I have the plywood in. Next, all I have to do is carpet it, put the trolling motor on, all that stuff. So that'll be my pond boat. And then I have my river boat and then my pond boat. So yeah. Like I said, there's going to be a giveaway at 200 subscribers. We're going to be doing a Guggen Baits giveaway. Now, maybe it's like a zinger or a juicy jig or some kind of jig or a hard bait, maybe some soft plastics, like a couple soft plastics, like a trench hog, bandito bug, mondo worms, lunker logs. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think it'd be. But tell your friends, because we're at 161. We can get there. We made it to the last one at 150, like super, super fast. Like, I was truly impressed. Like, seriously. Yeah. Hey, maybe if we get to 300 subscribers, we'll come out with a total merch line. Like, see? Sev's Big Bites. One. Like this. Like, I'll make sweatshirts or something. Be cool. And, so yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I know I haven't posted in a while. I'm trying to do a video a week, because if I post too many in a week, it gets dry, and then there's just not enough views. So, if I just post one a week, it'll be better. Tell me what you guys think. So, thank you guys for watching this video. You all have a great day, and go catch some big ones.